In India, as we know, gender equality does remain a significant development challenge. The Global Gender Gap Report of 2014 ranked India at 114 out of 142 countries. India started producing its gender budget statement in 2005 along with the union budget, which highlights the quantum of resources that are anticipated to flow to women. This was a major step towards greater transparency and accountability.
Though 57 ministries have adopted a gender-responsive budgeting programs in their respective ministries, but we are still yet to see any sort of concrete results from those budgeting. In fact, if one were to go by the figures, almost, I think, less than 5% has been allocated. If you look at from a gender perspective, less than 5% of the entire budget has been allocated towards this sector. And I think there is a lot that this current government can do.
We have the disadvantages section. The government is focused towards the disadvantaged section and mostly talking about the SC, STs, the minorities and the others. Probably you say that the gender in it has not been focused. But I would say that SC, STs and in the minorities, the most, the condition of the other gender in this case is generally which we should be working towards. Even if SC/ST woman is a minority woman, then we are talking of empowering them through this disadvantageous circle. So we are probably not seeing that bracket. We need to see that we are working for that very important bracket.
When budgets have started looking at women also, very often it's just been purely representative and it's been an add women and stir kind of an approach. Now obviously when you add women and stir, and it doesn't get mixed so well, when you need to throw out, you throw the women out first. And that's what really has seems to have happened. And to that, and it's in that context that the connotation of women's empowerment being linked entirely with social sector spending implies that when social sector spending goes down, women perhaps get affected the most. And this is within the very logic of patriarchy, and this is what people who've been talking about gender have been talking about for decades.
So when you look at a gender issue, just use three formulas. Does it reduce the role of the government as a Mai-Baap Sarkar? Does it create transparency and fair play? Women are more affected by the lack of fair play than men. So cutting down, so both are actually related. And third, in an aspirational country, which is a young country, young population, does it create opportunity for her to allow her entrepreneurship spirit to get filled?
We want much more done and spent on changing the mindsets of women and men and boys. We want much more spent on capacity building of women in every sector. We want much more done to see that women are not just victims of violence. There are a huge number in the informal sector that in Narega, women are as many as men. In the corporate world, in the media world, women are everywhere. Recognize us for who we are. We have delivered much better for this country. We need a respectful approach to women and children. Without them, the country cannot go on. And we are not asking for charity, but we are also not asking for just mantras. Deliver.